the parents, because I think the story of parents and their children are not told enough. So come on up, Anna, and we will have you next, and then Lisa Fink.
Good afternoon, and thank you for having me. I'm going to read my statement.
Go ahead and give the committee your full name
I'm
just for
sorry.
the record. Yeah.
Anna Van Hoek. As a mother of a teenage female athlete and an advocate for rights and safety of female athletes, I feel compelled to speak out about the crucial importance of protecting women's sports from the intrusion of male competitors. I have personally witnessed the devastating impact of allowing boys to compete in girls' sports can have, both on fairness of competition and the emotional well-being of female athletes. I've strongly supported the Save Women's Sports Act and have spoken out in favor of it since the legislature first started considering it. I know many parents in our community who feel the same way, but are reluctant to come forward because they are scared of the potential backlash, both online and in the real world, from activists who oppose the law. Activists who oppose the law have sued in federal court, trying to get it struck down in the case Doe versus Horne. Normally, Arizona's Attorney General should have stepped in to defend our state laws, but Chris Mays has been completely absent. Superintendent Tom Horne, Speaker Toma, and Senate President Peterson have done a great job defending the law, but they don't have the same resources as the Attorney General's office. Seeing how important this fight is and how important it is for the voices of female student athletes to be heard, I acted together with two other mothers, Lisa Fink and Amber can't pronounce her last name, Amber Zenzak, I think, as well as grassroots organization Arizona Women of Action, to file a motion seeking to intervene in the case and allow us to help defend the law. In lawsuits all over the county, judges have normally allowed female student athletes and their parents to intervene in these types of lawsuits. Unfortunately, Judge Zips denied our motion anyway. We have appealed her decision to the Ninth Circuit and are awaiting a decision from the court. I decided to join this fight because I saw the impact it had on my eldest daughter, a talented soccer player of 13 years who went from being a star striker on an all-girls soccer team to barely getting a chance to touch the ball on a co-ed team once she aged out of the female team. The transition was not only disheartening for her, but also a stark illustration of the inherent physical differences between males and females. Despite her skill and dedication, she found herself sidelined and overshadowed by male players whose natural advantages in strength and speed gave them an unfair advantage. She ultimately quit the sport due to this. Title IX was enacted to ensure that female athletes have equal opportunity to participate and excel in sports. It was a hard-won victory and leveled the playing field for generations of women. Allowing males to compete in women's sports undermines the very principle of fairness and equality that Title IX was designed to uphold. It not only robs female athletes of the opportunity and recognition, but also jeopardizes their safety, as we have seen so many female athletes being injured by males in many different sports. The inclusion of males in women's sports is not about inclusion or diversity. It's about erasing the progress that women have fought so hard to achieve. It sends a dangerous message that the distinct advantages conferred by biological sex can be ignored in the name of inclusivity, disregarding the physical realities that make separate categories for male and female athletes necessary in the first place. We must stand firm in upholding the integrity of women's sports and ensuring our Save Women's Sports Act and Title IX is not manipulated or diluted to accommodate the feeling of individuals who identify as female, but ignore the male biological characters that can never be altered. Our daughters deserve better than to have their hard work and talent disenfranchised by unfair competition. It's time to protect the legacy of Title IX and safeguard the future of female athletics for generations to come. Not only is it a disservice to our daughters, but it's also a failure of responsibility on the part of women like Chris Mays to neglect her duty to support fellow females and uphold essential state laws, prioritizing politics over the athletic future of our daughters is unacceptable. That's all I have.
I did want to ask you to just expound a little bit more on like how your daughters felt. First, by the fact that men are invading their sport, and then also that your state attorney general that your taxpayer dollars are paying for won't defend your daughters.
It's heartbreaking. For me, to watch my daughter play soccer for 13 years and to just feel completely defeated by, you know, it was our choice to put her in a co-ed team because she aged out of the female team, and it was either co-ed or travel, and we couldn't travel at the time. And so to see her just completely defeated from being the star player to never being able to touch the ball, and after every game, she just kept saying, I don't want to do this, and we kept saying, well, let's just keep trying, you know, maybe you'll get the ball next time, and it just never happened. And so it was heartbreaking to watch. And then to know that this woman who is in charge of our state to be able to defend the laws and protect people like her, it's, I mean, she's 18 now, but you know, even then she's not, doesn't know politics and doesn't understand the concept, but at least she understands the fact that there's this woman who's supposed to fight for her and she's not. And it's an awful feeling. And I mean, I know even Tom Horne is spending, to fight this, he's using State Board of Education money to be able to fight this. So maybe some of May's money can go to the State Board of Education as well.
Yeah, I do like that suggestion. Thank you very much. Any other questions for this witness?
Madam Chair, ma'am, how does it feel, though, to realize that Attorney General Mays really doesn't have the drive to want to defend women?
Chair Parker, Representative, I don't think it's a drive. I think this is all political. It is. I mean, we've seen it with many other things. They politically don't align, and so they assume that they can just pick and choose what law that they support and uphold, and that's not their job. They swore in and took an oath to defend our laws, and they need to do just that. And I, as an elected official, took the same oath and know what I have to do in my elected seat, and it cut off. And so she's got to do the same.
Thank you. Thank you. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
Madam Chair, a comment, please.
Yes.
Well, just this past winter, are you familiar with AIA?
Yes, I am, sir.
Well, AIA this past winter tried to not allow the Northern Region girls soccer leagues to participate down in the valley. They wanted them to start their training and their league play up in northern Arizona in the winter time. And if you don't live up north like I do, it's cold, it's wet, it's muddy. But what that would have done was not allow them to participate in leagues down here in the desert or participate in some of the tournaments. And so we went to fight, we battled them, and we overcame, and we were able to get them to reverse that so that all girls across the state would be able to have fair play from north, south, east, and west. And my word to you is I wouldn't give up on this fight. This is a fight that can be won. I believe it will be won. And it's unfortunate that our Attorney General doesn't see fit to defend the rights of our young ladies. But again, like you said, I think we all here believe that this is a political stunt on her behalf. And Lord willing, we'll be victorious in this as well.
Chair Parker, Representative, I will not give up. I have a 14-year-old athlete who's playing softball right now, And so I will fight not only for her, but for all female athletes in the state.
And we will too.
Thank you.
Thank you.